Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev might be happening sooner than expected. Ankalaev just dropped a major hint that he's been offered a fight date and has already accepted it. Now, the only question is whether his opponent will do the same. Ankalaev took to Twitter and wrote, "I have a date and I accepted already. I hope my opponent will accept too. This time, there will be no 5 rounds. I don't get paid by the hour." This message raises a few questions. First, he says, there will be no 5 rounds. That could mean the UFC is setting up a 3-round fight instead of a title bout, which suggests that either it's a non-title fight or a co-main event. Given the stakes, if this is a rematch with Pereira, the UFC might be planning a different structure for this fight. Almost immediately after Ankalaev's tweet, Alex Pereira posted an Instagram story that seemed to be a direct response. He wrote Bora Ali, which translates to, "Let's go, Ali." He also included Shamba at the bottom of the picture. While it's unclear exactly what he meant with that last part, it's obvious that Pereira is paying attention and might already be on board for the fight. On top of that, Pereira just shared that he has landed in London for the UFC London event this weekend. This means he will be attending in person, and he's not the only one. Jiří Procházka and Tom Aspinall are also expected to be in attendance, which makes things even more interesting. With so many top names being in the same place at the same time, it wouldn't be surprising if there are some face-to-face interactions or even some kind of announcement. But where could this fight take place? The UFC just announced an Abu Dhabi card for July, but this is a fight night event, not a pay-per-view. That makes it unlikely for Pereira versus Ankalaev to happen there, as the UFC would likely want a title fight on a PPV main event rather than a fight night. Instead, someone like Umar Nurmagomedov could headline that card, as he's been on the rise and has strong ties to the region. This potential rematch is a fight that many fans have been waiting for. Their first meeting ended in a TKO win for Pereira, but it wasn't without controversy. Ankalaev had his moments, landing some solid shots and trying to implement his wrestling. However, Pereira's power and striking ultimately proved to be too much, and he secured the win in the second round. Now, the question is, can Ankalaev make the necessary adjustments to handle Pereira's power? Or will Pereira once again prove why he's one of the most dangerous strikers in the sport? It all comes down to whether the UFC is ready to book the fight officially, and whether Pereira will accept it. With both fighters clearly aware of the situation, and Pereira responding to Ankalaev's tweet, this could be a sign that negotiations are already happening behind the scenes. What do you think? Does Ankalaev have what it takes to get revenge? Or does Pereira shut him down once again? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this update, make sure to hit that like button to support the channel, and stay tuned for more MMA news.